This is a community plan that I have endorsed. This is not just my plan that I'm asking the community to rally behind. And just because a few people have questioned the timing of this plan does not make it controversial. What we are trying to do today is simply setting the framework and the foundation for an initiative that will restore Stockton. We look forward to listening to our residents, business owners, and the city council members to ensure that this plan will address the many needs that this city has. And all I ask is that public safety remain a priority. I want to point out that the effort works hand in glove with the critical components of the Stockton's Marshall Plan that targets guns and gangs and is soon to be released. In fact, this is the funding vehicle that makes the unfunded Marshall Plan a reality. However, we must go further if we are to be a healthy city. To sum up the broken windows approach, it is the belief that the community should sweat the small stuff. Here's what I mean. The standards in our city of Stockton for what constitutes unacceptable behavior cannot begin with violent felonies, but must begin with lower level offenses. I realize the residents of Stockton have a lot of reasons not to trust city government. I feel that same way, and that has helped us in guiding this plan that we are proposing the following: a half-cent sales tax, a sales tax that will generate $18 million a year. This money only can be used for public safety. No marinas, no city-funded restaurants. By law, this money will go to where it was intended. The money cannot be grabbed by creditors. You will get exactly what you paid for.
Several months ago, I was approached by the coalition, my company and I, to consult with them on the development of this plan, to take a look at the initiatives that were underway in the city, including the very well thought out Marshall Plan and its focus on the ceasefire initiative. And I was asked to advise on the ability of the city to move forward in implementing not only that plan, but the more comprehensive and expanded plan that the mayor is envisioning and is in fact sharing with you this morning. I was pleased to be able to participate, because what is being presented to you today, what the mayor and his colleagues have been engaged in over the last number of months, is in many respects very similar to the initiatives that I was engaged in Boston, New York, and more recently in the city of Los Angeles. New York, Boston, and Los Angeles, all cities that experience phenomenal crime problems and deterioration of quality of life in their respective environments. And so what Stockton is going through at this time is very similar to what they went through at an earlier time. All three of those cities emerged from their crime crises healthier, stronger, and safer. If I understand it correctly, there's a consortium of business and community leaders that have contributed to this effort, and my consulting services for this effort is being paid through that source.
I don't think there's anyone in the city of Stockton who would say we don't need more cops. That's not the issue. The issue, in my opinion, is number one of timing. In terms of if we're in bankruptcy, and the argument is that we've done all we can do, it's a little bit premature to talk publicly about raising revenue. I haven't seen the proposal yet, but I would hope the proposal will have something around how do we change the hiring of cops process, so that, and then just in timelines, is it 100 cops tomorrow, next week, 2 years from now, 3 years from now? I don't see a way it's possible to hire 100 cops just like that. But again, I haven't seen the plan, so once more details emerge, I'll be more than happy to look at those.
Well, you have a political situation here where you have a mayor and a city council, and you have a city manager. City manager basically oversees the police department, if I understand it, and the police chief reports to the city manager. City manager is not here, quite obviously, and I can understand why the chief of police would not be here if the city manager is not here. It's quite clear that there is a political difference of opinion in this city about how to basically go about funding the police department and expansion of the police department. That's an issue I don't need to get involved in. I've been retained to advise this group.